Squeezing people in. That's the topic of today's video. My name's Ayin Kilimanjaro, that is. I'm going to be bringing it to you. You know what I think about when I think about squeezing people in? I'm really thinking about it from a standpoint of a friendship. I'm thinking about somebody who I've already put you in time out. I've already chosen to distance our interactions or how much we socialize for a variety of reasons. Go look on one of those subcategories on my YouTube channel and pick any one of those videos to be a reason why you may be in timeout. And I'm thinking about how you're still trying to have a heart. You're still trying to have room. You're leaving that door open. Now, by no stretch of the imagination, just because I'm using the analogy of you leaving that door open, I'm not saying that you shut, slam that door. I've said it before. People, relationships, they're delicate. There's no one size fits all. There's always a history behind why you do and you don't do certain things off in there. But you have to have some sort of basis from the way that you operate so that you're fair to yourself. So with that being said, sometimes things just run their course. But what I'm referring to when I'm talking about squeezing people in there, you have them in timeout, and because of that big heart of yours, you're still trying to find reasons to pull them in, despite or against your better judgment. Despite all the history that you've had, I'm referring to negative now, all the negative history that you've had with this person, you're still trying to squeeze them in. Let me give you an example. I'm thinking about a family member who was going through something in their life. We'll say it was health-wise. And they had reached out to an individual. And they told me, got in touch with this person in regards to this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why? You have more than enough people that you could have consulted on this situation. This person is not a subject matter expert on this topic that you're discussing. You could have done better in just doing your research. But it really was a rhetorical question because I knew why this person was doing it, because it was the same thing that I've done before in the past. You try to be inclusive on including people in or find a way to bring them back into the fold despite how they've done you in the past. You're still trying to leave that door open. Like I said, just because I'm using that analogy, I'm not saying that you should close that door, but you're still trying to find some sort of way for them to fit in there. You're trying to find some sort of way that they feel valued. And through this family member that I'm talking about, and myself, because the reason why, like I said, I recognize it so well is because I've done the same thing. It's one of the reasons, and it's one of the very reasons why the relationship has become lopsided. It's one of the very things that you do that leave yourself open to be used and done the way that you've been done throughout, like, all those past experiences, because you really don't have a cutoff point or point that says, hey, this is enough. I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm putting up some boundaries here. This is uneven on the way that we're dealing with one another. Like I said in other videos, all relationships, no matter what you're talking about, it's always a give and a take. It'll be a person receiving more than the other individual, but you'll notice that pendulum, it swings back and forth. Sometimes it's this way, sometimes it's that way. Sometimes, yeah, they may just, lean on you a little harder than you ever would have, but there's an ebb and a flow to the relationship, as it would be with any. But we're talking about when that pendulum swings just a little bit too far in one direction all the time. Matter of fact, it's not even swinging, it's stuck. And sometimes that's what happens with relationships, they get stuck. So they're always a work in progress, and you're always looking for a way to keep them unstuck, knowing that it's open lines of communication so we can keep it moving. The whole point of this video is just to call attention to it, because it was something I've had to call attention to, what I had to do for this loved one. Let them know, hey, look, do you really need that particular individual in this situation? Oh, and as an update to both of our situations, they provided nothing, just like I knew that they would have. Really wasn't any comfort in the situation. It wasn't anything. It was really a waste of time. And that was for both of us. I've done the same thing. So I'm not talking down upon this person, but it was just something that I recognize. And I know if I do it, this loved one does it, how many other people do the same thing? Or are you just trying to squeeze people in? Even though they don't fit. They're a square and you're trying to put them into this circle. Or the other way around. Really didn't like that analogy because square, usually when you think of a square, you think about being all right. And Lord, I'm about to end this video. If you have any questions, send them to my Gmail, ayin.kilimanjaro@gmail.com. I'll do my best to answer your question in a video. Check out the books that I've written. Ayin Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. You can get it on Amazon, digital, or paperback copy. In the meantime, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. You have a good one.